As Ukraine continues to navigate the devastating impact of ongoing conflicts that have beleaguered its landscape, the country now faces a critical challenge of replenishing its depleted armed forces. With soldiers weary from long drawn battles and ranks thinned by casualties and attrition, the Ukrainian government is fervently debating the controversial potential expansion of the nation's military draft. The aim is to garner fresh troops to bolster the defenses against persistent hostilities. The idea of expanding the draft has quickly evolved into an emotionally charged issue, sparking political debate and public concern. Ukraine, whose military once relied on a mix of professional soldiers and conscripts, had been steadily moving toward a professional army before the onset of conflict necessitated a broader mobilization of its citizenry. The country had introduced several waves of mobilization since 2014, adding to the complexity of the nation's military structure. Caught in the rigor of constant defense and counter operations, the Ukrainian armed forces have faced a significant challenge, ensuring there are sufficient soldiers in the ranks to sustain effective resistance. This has brought the Ukrainian lawmakers and the defense establishment to a crossroads of determining how to best secure the necessary manpower. The consideration of expanding the draft does not come without complications. It revives a sensitive subject that treads on the balance between national duty and individual freedoms. Critics of draft expansion express concern about the pressure it places on society, particularly the impact on young Ukrainians and the potential interruption of their education and careers. Additionally, there is an enduring debate over the equity of the draft and whether it disproportionately affects certain demographic groups more than others. Proponents on the other side argue that a wider draft is a necessary response to an exceptional situation. They emphasize that the solidarity and defense of the nation is paramount and requires the collective effort of its citizens. They also point to the potential benefits of increased personnel, not only in terms of sheer numbers, but also as a way to infuse the military with new energy and skills. The issue's relevance goes beyond the immediate military implications, as it touches on the broader societal values and the future trajectory of Ukrainian governance. The dialogue surrounding the expansion of the draft offers a window into the country's evolving perspective on national service, civil obligations, and the role of the military within civilian life. While the Ukrainian government continues to deliberate over this sensitive political matter, the decision will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for the nation's defense readiness and civilian fabric. The expansion of the draft may offer a solution to the immediate crisis of a depleted army, but it also requires careful consideration of the long-term impacts on Ukrainian society and the principles it stands by during such trying times. The conversation around the military draft in Ukraine remains a poignant reminder of the profound effects that protracted conflicts have on the nations they engulf, impacting policy, society, and the very notion of citizenship. As the debate unfolds, the eyes of the world are on Ukraine, as is the weight of the choices ahead.